While this past year has been a slower one for the Pokemon video games, Game Freak has been throwing us a bone recently with the new home completion challenges. By completing the Home Dex for BDSP, you can get a shiny Manaphy, previously only accessible through a long hunt on Pokemon Ranger. But one of the most difficult Pokemon to obtain with the BDSP origin mark is Milotic. Catching Feebas is already no easy task, but evolving it into a Milotic is a lot more difficult in these games compared to Scarlet and Violet. To evolve your Feebas, you'll need to raise its beauty stat to at least 170 using dry Poffins. You can make dry Poffins at the Poffin Maker House in Heart Home City to the left of the Pokemart. Enter the building and talk to the woman in the center to start the Poffin making minigame. There are 5 base Poffin flavors: spicy, dry, sweet, bitter, and sour. The berries you choose to make your Poffin will determine its flavor. If you want an easy dry Poffin recipe, just add 1 Raz, 1 Bluck, 1 Chesto, and 1 Oran berry. These are all berries that you can find easily in the early game. But here are some, but not all, other dry berries you could use instead. Make sure you use 4 different berries. Next, you'll need to complete the Poffin making minigame. To play this game, you'll stir the Poffin batter with your left joystick, first clockwise, then counterclockwise. Pay attention to the arrow to know which direction to stir. When you start, the lights around the outside of the batter will glow yellow. But as you progress and get closer to the end, they'll turn blue. Make sure you stir quickly enough so that the Poffin mixture doesn't burn, but also not too fast so that it doesn't overflow. If you want to be safe, just focus on keeping the edge of the batter close to the edge of the bowl. You can always save before making the Poffin for practice, and reload if you make a mistake. At the end of the Poffin making minigame, you should have about 4 nice dry Poffins, like so, with a decent rating. This rating is important because the higher the rating, the more efficiently the Poffin will raise Feebas's beauty stat. You'll want your Poffins to be effective because Pokemon can only eat a limited number of them. Once their sheen bar is full here, the Pokemon will have reached its Poffin limit. But you should be able to raise Feebas's beauty plenty high enough without worrying about this. So next, I fed a total of 7 of these dry Poffins to my Feebas. You can see its beauty stat rising here. That should be good enough. So I'll level it up. You can use a rare candy, but I'm only at the 3rd gym on this playthrough, so I decided to get experience from a wild Pokemon battle. Either works. And since I have a beautiful boy, he'll start evolving. And now I have a Milotic with a BDSP origin mark. I decided to make this video when I was completing my BDSP Home Dex for shiny Manaphy, and I realized that I was missing a Milotic. Now, I could have sent a Feebas from BDSP to Scarlet and Violet and evolved it with a Prism Scale. But I love the excessively complex methods Game Freak concocts to evolve certain Pokemon, so I wanted to do it the stranger way. And now, I'm one step closer to that adorable shiny Manaphy. Let me know if this guide helped you out. As a side note, you can also make Poffins in Amity Square, located to the north of Heart Home City. If you want a change of atmosphere and the chance to cook with some of your cute Pokemon, you can head here to play the Poffin making minigame. It functions the same as the one in the Poffin house, and you might even get higher rated Poffins. And finally, to end the video, I also have some extra BDSP origin mark Feebases if you're struggling to find one on your own. I'd be happy to trade one with you. Just reach out if you're in need.